Hi, I'm Hollow Angel, and today I'll be redesigning the evil designs of the Amazing Digital Circus. I really loved Kinger's whole design and concept in the first place, and I felt like everyone else's design were so lackluster. They literally just switched the colors for everyone else, which might have been on purpose and showed how much Kane didn't actually care about them, but to me it felt like a lot of wasted potential. I feel like the fandom around the evil designs are a lot more creative than what the actual show did. So first, I've decided to redesign Zooble. So, just for a bit of context to those who don't know, the Amazing Digital Circus is an indie animation on YouTube. And there's, I think, 5 episodes out right now that are all super fun to watch, so I'd highly recommend the show. They're 100% free and really great. And they kind of dive into morality and sci-fi elements. Now to Evil Zooble. So for Zoombles, I wanted to really take into the weird Barbie vibe of her design. I really wanted to go based off of some Polly Pockets that I remember from kindergarten, but I couldn't find any, actual pictures of them on Google or YouTube or anywhere. So I kind of just winged it. I wanted her to look like a kid that, poured a bunch of paint and glitter and tore off her hair and replaced it with a Lego. I added a googly eye and an X for the other one because I thought it'd be more fun than just having another weird giant eye. Her skirt was just inspired by old quilts and blankets, and I'm really proud of her ponytails. Her personality would be super compliant, going along with everything Kane says, and that's why she has the shirt that says "I'm evil" to show how much she listens to Kane and just goes along with everything. She'd go on every adventure and absolutely love it. Now, Ragatha's design is going to be a little different, to say the least. I've been obsessed with porcelain dolls and, Raggedy Ann ever since I was a kid. And as long as I could remember, I've had nightmares about dolls running around during, a thunderstorm. So, did I decide to go the creepy doll route? Yes. Is it a crime? No. I just hate Evil Ragatha's design. It shows nothing about her character at all. I thought a much more creepy doll would be cool in a better contrast to Ragatha, because Ragatha tries to outwardly and inwardly appear like someone you could be comforted by. So, creepy doll that tried to scare you on purpose or, magically appear behind you was a lot funnier to me, and I thought some fun jokes come of that. I tried to use the original Evil Ragatha palette, but it just didn't fit it. Surprise! I'm doing Gangle too, because I didn't want to redesign the Circle Man. Well, the creator said that if Gangle were to have an evil design, it would be a red mask with white ribbon. Surprise, surprise. And I decided to take a little inspiration from that. I thought Gangle is simple enough to have a simple evil design, but I wanted to add a new concept. I wanted Evil Gangle to actually have control over what mask they're wearing, to spark a little bit of envy from Gangle. I wanted Evil Gangle to be a prankster, a joker, sort of like how Jax is, basically, but not actually caring about anyone. I think the opposite of Gangle would be happy most of the time and only be upset to manipulate people. Now, Evil Pomni was definitely the hardest by far to fix, which you would consider the opposite because Pomni is most arguably the fleshed out character of the group, but honestly I could just not find any inspiration to make this jester look more evil. I tried sharp teeth, I tried mixing up the palette like the Evil Pomni, and it felt like nothing was just clicking. I feel like it's because Pomni's design is just so perfect and iconic that it was really difficult to make an evil design for her. But after lots and lots of trial and error, as you'll see me switch the outfit a lot, switch the colors a lot, I finally came up with an idea that I was happy with. I really enjoyed adding her little devil-shaped hat after I changed the original, and I liked how I changed her hair to be more spiky. The color palette, I wouldn't say I'm the most proud of in the world, but it definitely works. In contrast with Evil Pomni, I feel like Evil Jax was definitely one of the most easy to do. I feel like that reverse color palette really works for him, but I thought, since he has a lot of cat elements, why not make him a cat with bunny elements instead? So I gave him big feet and a twitchy nose to show when he's anxious or scared. I think he'd definitely be a friend for everyone and a huge people pleaser, sort of like Ragatha, but more anxious about what's going to happen to him and how he's going to leave, instead of anxious about how he is seen by other people. Sort of like Pomni, but Ragatha's anxiety. I think he'd be very easily manipulated by evil Gangle and do whatever they say. And I also think that they'd find evil Zooble to be super cute and like their closest friend. Those are all the designs I have for you today. I post once a week, every Monday, and I had a blast designing these. I really love the show. I don't really care about people saying the fandom's corny, because I feel like this show is just really great overall, and it deserves a large fan base. And obviously, with a larger fan base, you're going to find a higher percent of people who are weird. But it's fine by me, because I'm just really happy that I have a show that I could watch on YouTube that's not controversial or, like, has a bad plot. So, I hope the show continues to be good, and thank you for watching. I'm Hollow Angel, and have a blessed day.